doing Edith Falls today, a nice circular walk, fairly short. It's a simple bushwalk this, a really nice path, it's very easy. Oh, which way are we going? We're going straight on to the trail. That's the first view of the falls. Pretty noisy, sounds like there's a lot of people down there. Yeah, and when it does get a bit rocky, they give you sort of ladders and handrails, little bridges and all sorts of things. So yeah, it's very easy. You see why it's such a popular spot, this. Alright, well, Ellen's in there somewhere. She's swimming around there. Can't see her, but she's in there somewhere. Alright, so it's only a 2.6 kilometre circuit up to the upper falls, and then but it's pretty steep at the beginning, but it's a really nice. What the objective is obviously the falls. Lots of people stop there and play. Some people go back down the way they came. We've decided to do the whole loop. But yeah, really nice walk. A bit rocky in places.
Yeah, it's lovely.
But yeah, it's lovely. Probably not a good idea doing it in sandals. Probably need proper shoes, which we've got. But yeah, nice walk. Worth
Great
doing.
swim.
Yeah, and a good swim if you're into that sort of thing. We went off to Daly River to stay at the mango farm. I think we had visions of walking along the riverbank, watching people fishing for barramundi and maybe seeing a few crocs. As it turns out, you couldn't walk along the river at all, so we basically did nothing for 2 days. Yeah, well, probably wasn't worth going there. Tumbling Waters is on the edge of Litchfield National Park. It's also only about 40 minutes drive to Darwin, so we got quite a bit done while we were here. It was a really nice clean park, but the bathrooms had no air in them and they were like saunas. One of the boardwalk to Wangi Falls, which is a very popular spot in Litchfield National Park. Lots of concrete, massive big car park, so we weren't sure whether it was going to be worth it, because it's obviously such a honeypot, but we've pretty much got this place to ourselves right now, and this is where we are. Pretty impressive little waterfall. Right, so there is a little swimming area here. And as this sign says, there's freshwater crocodiles near there, no problem. But during the wet season, when the water levels rise, saltwater crocodiles often get in here. And so they don't open the swimming area until they're sure there are no salties in the pool. And the swimming area is not open. Basically, there's a saltwater crocodile in here somewhere, and they can't catch him. And until they can catch it, they won't let people swim here, which is fair enough. I wouldn't go swimming in here, but absolutely stunning place, beautiful. Shame about that sun, ruining my video and my pictures. So this is a really well made walk on these little platforms up to a vantage point up in the trees. We're on the bridge now. You can see the waterfall is fed by this, well, you can only call it a stream really. It goes under the bridge here and bubbles its way through these rocks, under these rocks, some of them no doubt, and the lip of the waterfall will just be through that gap there. We're dropping down back towards the bottom of the waterfall. We've come around the back of it, but it's a very sort of tropical rainforesty sort of feel to this place. We're at the right latitude for it, but we're not ever so close to the ocean. The path just goes off down there, and 10 minutes we'll be in a cafe, I reckon. How about this for a swimming pool, boys? A pool with a wave machine. Australian Aviation Heritage Museum in Darwin, and you come in this first hangar and the first thing you see is a B-52 bomber, the only one in the southern hemisphere, and basically it fills this whole hangar. There are other planes underneath the wings of this thing. It's so big, it's absolutely massive. So there's the fuselage of the B-52 and the wings coming out here. The wings are so big they have their own wheels. So there's the wheel of for the wing for the B-52. The wing still continues out further. So this is the Sabre, a plane, an American plane, flown by other nations. It was used in Vietnam. Absolutely dwarfed by the B-52's tail. And then over here we've got a Mirage, which was a French plane, also used by the Australian Air Force. So the wreck of a Zero shot down during the bombing of Darwin in February 1942. The pilot was captured by an Aboriginal man. Under the wing of the B-52. One of the old Wessex helicopters used in air sea rescue in Britain. Car and the style of the plane.
Leaning happening just like the Origin. Boat's going to lean, it's not the first time. Here we go, take on the stealth approach. First jump's the hardest. This one's a bit easier. You got to run up now. Beautiful. He's no scooter, he's what we call a rogue male out here. No girlfriends, no territory. This bloke is living the dream. Alright, we'll make this the last one nice and wide for you. Can't scoots. On the jump, mate. Beautiful, buddy. That'll do. Thank you. Now he's my favourite. His name is Stumpy. Probably about 70 to 80 years old. Puts him around 700-800 kilos. 15 to 20 girlfriends. What a bloody nightmare. I struggle with just the one. It's enough for me. Now he's got no arms either. Pulling off in fights over the years. I can see what you're doing. You're trying to take your selfie. You just turn your back, and I'll tell you when. Turn your back. Alright, Stump, come on mate, turn around bud. Good boy. Oh, you can have 1-0 mate, 1-0 to you.
Crocodile.
Daddy, babe.
Daddy. It's me.
Not too close to the chicken nuggets, mate. Oh, that would be a good jump, but I really don't trust the young fella's arms there.
Yeah,
Let's
no.
go a little bit further down the back, mate. One little flick of those little nugget arms and be all over a drover. Body length. So measuring can be done from the back legs to the tip of the tail. Unfortunately, it'll throw you out on this one because he's been missing about an inch out of his tail. But that head is also 1/7 of his entire body length. Good boy. Up, up, up. Oi. Up, mate. Wait, maybe a little bit to the side. That was a little bit close for me. Over my shoulder. Start clicking away. This one's going to come right in a bit. Here we go. This is one for up the back. This will be the finisher. Good girl. Right up. That'll do. You missed it. How's that for a turning circle? Good girl. Tabitha, seriously, take your food. Wait, thank you. These guys, they'll hang around eating everything from those bushfires, but as the bushfire calms down, they've been known to search for a smouldering stick, pick it up, find another grassy area, and they'll keep the fire going for weeks. Now, the traditional owners, they call them the firebird, the locals, it's the Shulgani iced tea hawk. Now, if they do collide and end up in the drink, and it happens every day, they cannot fly. Once in the water, they're all out of luck.
To the Billabong, Unbongbong apparently it's pronounced. We're hoping to see some black-necked storks, which are locally but incorrectly called jabberoos. Jabberoo apparently is a South American stork.